Let me share the screen, guys. Okay, so can I install multiple default instances in the same Windows machine, guys?
No, sir.
I need answers from everyone. Please use your chat box. Everyone has to respond on this. Please use your chat box. Yes or no? Can I install multiple default instances on a same Windows server? Please use your chat box. I'm waiting. Okay, once you said answer, then we'll proceed, guys. Can I install multiple default instances on the same Windows machine? Someone has started the video. You can turn off the video, sir. Yes, thank you. I got only 16 responses. Still 15.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please chat. Please send your message in the chat. Can I install one more default instance in the same Windows machine? Still people has to respond. 12 people has to respond. Please, guys, I'll check each answer and I'll ask you in case if you don't respond. Yes or no, you can tell me, no problem. Please, 10 more people has to respond. Okay. 9 people. I'll ask you if you don't respond, definitely. That's it, huh? Let me check. So, I mean default one and partner named instances. Partner name, no sir. Okay, done. Okay, so the answer is no, we cannot install. Anyone knows the reason why we cannot install multiple default instances?
Server can
It take computer names.
Okay, if it take computer names,
By default, it has only one.
okay, very good, guys. Guys, computer name is not shareable. Imagine in our meeting, imagine we have 2 Divyas are there. Okay, in our meeting we have 2 Divyas are there. So if I call Divya, the best case is both can respond. If I call Divya, the worst case is both can't respond. One Divya will think like, okay, might be I'm calling another Divya, right? So that is the main challenge, the conflict. Okay, that is called conflict, guys. So computer name is not shareable. Why? Because if you install one default instance, the computer name will be attached to that particular default instance. So next time, if you're trying to install the default instance, you cannot choose default instance. Why? Because already it was occupied. I have another question for you guys. Can I install default instances for different versions? SQL 2017 default instance, 2019 default instance. Is it possible?
No, sir.
No, sir. But we are using same machine now. That's why you know.
Very good. Okay. So correct, guys. Okay. So per machine, for the whole Windows machine, only one default instance. No matter which version it is. Okay. You cannot install more than one default instance per machine. Even though you're installing multiple versions in the same Windows machine, you cannot install more than one default instance, guys. Okay. Once you install one default instance, next time you cannot choose the default instance option. Agree? Because the computer name conflict will arise. Okay. Right. So let it be. As of now, I haven't installed any SQL servers in my Windows machine. So you can see the box is empty. Installed instances, nothing is there here. Okay. So that's why the box is empty, guys. Okay. So if you install one more instance, you can see here. Okay. Let me go to next. Right. 1 minute, guys. I'll tell you, I'll explain about this. This is very important screen, very important screen, guys. Right. Service account, guys. So what is this service account? What is the use of this service account? So what is SQL Server, guys?
is a software, sir.
Software.
Very good.
RDBMS software.
Very good. What we are going to do with this software?
Which is used to manage the
So retrieve the data.
Says and store the data and retrieve the data.
Database activities managed.
Right. Okay. So we are going to use SQL Server for storing the data, process the data, and retrieve the data. Store means what? Writing, right?
Store
Writing,
inserting
sir.
or
Retrieving means what?
Reading.
Reading. Very good.
Read.
So who will do these things, guys? Who will write and who will read the data on
Service
behalf
account.
of your SQL Server? Who will read the data? Who will write the data to the disk? Writing means where it is going to write. It is going to write to the disk, right?
Yes, sir.
Reading means it is going to read from the disk, right?
Yes, sir.
So who will be there to help us? We cannot go inside the machine. We cannot go inside the machine and we cannot read it.
Service account.
Service account, sir.
sir.
Very good. The correct answer is service account, guys. Service account is an assistant to the SQL Server, guys. Okay. Service account simply it's an assistant to the SQL Server. Okay. Agree? So if I want to connect to a minister, chief minister, or else like any minister, or else any people representatives like MLA, MPs and all, I cannot directly meet them. Who will be there in the middle?
PA.
PA will be there. MLA cannot do his own things. Who will help MLA to do these things? MP to do his things. PA. Right?
yes.
So simply replace PA with SA. Our MLA is SQL Server, our MP is SQL Server. For helping our MLA or MP, we have SA, service account, guys. Okay, so SA is the PA of the SQL Server. Clear, guys?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why we have one assistant, that assistant called service account. On behalf of your SQL Server, guys, your service account will read the data from the disk. Your service account will write the data to the disk, guys. Okay, so we have two different service accounts. One is the default service account. Second one is customized service account, guys. Default service account. Guys, not only for SQL Server, every service will have service accounts. Sir, where I can see all the service accounts, go to services.msc. Whatever softwares you installed, every software will create a service in the services.msc. Okay, services.msc. Right? Every software, even though you install antivirus, what is the use of the antivirus, guys?
You will detect the virus, sir.
Agree, right?
Whenever you install any application.
Right. So the work of the antivirus is it has to scan your PC, it has to detect the virus files, it has to delete. Three things it is going to do. Scanning means reading, agree?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Deleting means writing. Delete operation means writing. So on behalf of this antivirus, Avesta or McAfee or whatever antivirus softwares are there, on behalf of your Avesta, who will read the data? Who will write the data, guys?
Service account.
But when you install Avesta antivirus, are you going to choose any service account?
No, sir.
No.
By default,
But-
it detects as
Very good, excellent.
default service account.
Excellent. So you don't choose any service account when you install any software. Even you installed Zoom also. Okay, that also don't choose service account. But service account is must, guys. To help any software, service account assistant is must. Without assistant, it's not possible. Okay, agree. But by default, we will have some assistants in the Windows server itself. We will have some assistants. Those are all default assistants or default service accounts. Okay, we have three default service accounts, guys. One is local service, network service, and local system, guys. In these three service accounts, these are the in PA we will have
Yes,
multiple
yeah.
PAs, guys. For minister, for MP, or for prime minister, we'll have multiple PAs. He cannot depend on only one PA. In these multiple PAs also, one will be the leader, main PA. This is the local system is the main PA, guys. Okay, the high priority softwares will use local system service account. your antivirus, your particular, okay, whatever it is, your high priority softwares will use local system. No, I don't want this default service account. Chalo, I am going to deploy my own service account. Okay, I'll create my own service account. See, this people representatives, they will have one sentiment. They will continue, they will continue. Government will give PS to them, but still they will continue with their own PS, or they will manage one more PA also. Please mute it. Please mute it, guys.
మహేష్కి ఫోన్ చేయి
Murali,
ఇప్పుడే
let me mute you all, guys. Right? So even the government is providing PAs, I don't believe on them. I'll maintain my own PA. That is called customized service account, guys. Okay, that is called customized service account. So you can install SQL Server with the default service account, or you can install SQL Server with your customized service account also. First, you can install local system or whatever default service accounts you are getting. And later, if you want, you can change the service account, guys. I can change the service account. Whenever I want, I can change my PA, right? Whenever I want, I can change my PA. So in the same way, I can change my service account whenever I want, but it needs some downtime, guys. I have to restart the SQL Server. Guys, is it clear what is service account? Service account is an account which helps to run the service. The definition is, don't tell in the organization service account is my PA. Don't tell in the interview. Okay. So service account, just to understand, I gave you the simple words, is an account which helps to run the service, guys. If it is SQL Server service, that is SQL Server service account. If it is other service, that is other server service account, guys. Okay. Your service will run on your service accounts only. Is it clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts in the service account section? So if you open services.msc, you can see all the services, guys. These are all the services by default services. And see here, some of the services you can see local service. Some of the services you can see local system. Some of them you can see network service. Okay, local system services are high priority softwares, guys. Your SQL Server is in high priority software, so it will use your local system or virtual service accounts. These are the virtual service accounts that will create with the help of the server name, guys. Okay, anti-service, network service. Is it clear, guys? I can change it. Those are the default service accounts you will get while installing. Sir, I don't want to use it. Chalo, no issues. You can create one more new service account, guys. I'll show you in the next installation. I'll show you how to create a customized service account. Okay. As of
Sir,
now,
in organization, sorry, sir, in organization, the default service account.
in the organization, we don't use default service account. We'll use customized service account.
Customized one.
After installation, how to change? As of now, I'm installing with the default. Later, you have to know, right, how to change it. Right? It's very important. Someone asked, hey, please change the service account. You have to know how to change it. So later, I'll show you how to change the service account. Okay, guys. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. During HA and DR, high availability disaster recovery, I'll show you during installation itself. I'll show you if I have any customized service account, I have to select this option, browse whatever customized service account you have, type the account name and check names, click OK. You can use that customized service account as a service account, guys. Okay, I'll show you during a installation of HADR setup, guys. Okay, nothing to worry.
Sir, what is the above? Once click the browse option, sir.
Which one?
Browse.
Browse. Forget about it.
Yes.
Forget about it. I don't tell you now. Okay, I don't want to discuss
Okay.
about it. Later, there is a separate section on this. As of now, I'm installing with the default service accounts. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Nothing to worry. Every option I'll explain. Okay, guys, is it clear about service account? If you are using default service account, it don't ask the password, guys. That's why this section is grayed out. If you use default service account, it don't ask the password. That's why the password section is grayed out. If you use customized service account, the password section will be enabled. You have to provide the password also. Startup type should be automatic, guys. Startup type means simply when you restart the SQL Server, for every software, there is a service will be created. Okay, that service also will be restarted. If it is manual, again, you have to restart the service manually from services.msc. If it is automatic, when you restart your Windows server, your SQL server also will be restarted automatically, guys. Is it clear about startup type? Anyone is having any issues? Startup type? Simply
SQL
the
server,
service.
bro.
Yeah, browser service and all.
Server,
I'll explain. Nothing to
Okay.
worry. As of now, is it clear? Startup type. Why browser service is disabled? I'll tell you later. For security reasons, browser service will be disabled, guys. Later we can enable it. I'll tell you. I'll show you how to enable this. Okay. Browser will help you to detect the SQL server in the network, guys. Network path. So network path, you cannot see the SQL server for security reasons. So that's why browser service will be disabled. Okay. Guys, everyone is clear with the service account or still having any issue?
Sir, I have one small question, sir.
Yes.
Here we are installing SQL Server, one instance, but account name is multiple accounts are there by default.
Yes.
For SQL Server agent, one account is there, database engine for another account.
Yes, correct.
So,
Correct. I'm
here
having
yeah.
see, I am using different personal assistant. This is one service. Okay, for this there is a PA. This is one more service. For this service there is a separate PA. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
later you can give same service here. Usually what we are going to do in the organization, will give same PA for both of the services, agent service and database engine service. We'll give same PA, single PA. But as of now, let it install. Again, I'll show you how to change it. Okay. As of now, service account is clear or not, everyone, guys, please.
Yes,
Your
sir.
service
Yes,
account only is going to read the data, write the data. So your service account should have proper privileges. Okay. Privileges means permissions. Clear, guys? Any doubts, please? Okay. So let me go to the collation. Collation means language settings, guys. Simply it's a language setting. You can insert your own language data in the databases. Chinese language, okay, French language, whatever language, Latin language, whatever languages are there, you can use if you want as per your application. If you see, guys, some websites will be in local language, Hindi language, Telugu language, like Chinese language, right? So if you want to insert the Chinese language, again you have to change the language settings. If you want to insert the English language, means in your database all the data will be in English language, then keep these settings as it is. Usually we don't change it. 90% the collation settings are same. SQL, Latin 1, General, CP1, CIAS. CP1 means code page 1. CI means case insensitive. You can enter the data in any case, lowercase or uppercase, any case insensitive. AS means accent sensitive. This is the by default collation language settings. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to use this default language settings. I want to choose my own language settings. Go to customize option. Select this option. Use this. These are the different languages. Chinese language you can see here. Okay, and French language you can see here. Okay, and German you can see here. Right, Japanese you can see here like this. But unfortunately we don't see Hindi language, guys. Okay, right, 130 crore people, Hindi language is not there. Agree? Right, cancel it. So I want to use the same English collation settings, guys. Okay, is it clear? Collation means simply language settings. Guys, can I change my language settings after installation? This is an important interview question. Can I change the collation settings after installation, guys? Language settings, can I change it?
Yes, sir.
Maybe not, sir.
yes, sir. I guess
No
we can
problem.
change.
You can try. Yes or no? You can try, guys.
Yes.
I think we can change.
No.
The
No,
answer
sir.
is we cannot change it, guys. Okay, there is no proper way of changing the collation settings. If you want a particular collation settings, again you have to reinstall the SQL Server with the required collation settings. The correct answer is there is not possible. There is no chance to change the collation settings later. Okay, instance level collation settings you cannot change. Go to next. Okay, guys. Okay, so this is very important screen. Sir, every screen you are saying important. Yes, sir. Every screen is an important only. Okay, so these 4 tabs, after we discuss these 4 tabs, installation will be completed. Nothing to worry, guys. So once you install the SQL Server, right? Who can access my SQL Server? Who can access my
ABS.
SQL Server? Yes, correct. DBS.
All users
All
who
users.
are
Very good.
having that.
Very good. Very good. Not only
So,
DBS guys, users also has to use, right? Without we are installing for them only. If they can't connect to the database, what is the use of installing SQL Server? Users, those who are using, you can call them as users. Of course, users also has to connect to the SQL Server. Agree? Right? So we have authentication mode, authentication and all, everything will be explained in the security concept, nothing to worry. We have two authentication modes as of now, Windows authentication mode, second one is mixed mode authentication. Okay, so I'll tell you what is the difference between these two. Not now, later I'll explain in the security concept. So as of now, forget about it. Okay, right. Simply here, remember one thing, guys. In this section, this is very important. You have to add at least one person to connect to the SQL Server, guys. Later, once SQL Server installation is done, whoever wants to access this SQL Server, we can create permissions, we can create logins for them. But at least to enter into the SQL Server, one person should be there. Okay, so you have to click add current user who is installing SQL Server. A login will be created for his name, administrator. I just logged into the administrator account. I am installing my SQL Server, so I got administrator account, guys. Means first this person will log into the SQL Server. Later, he will give access to other people. See here, we have 28 people in the team. You all people wants to access my SQL Server. In this 28 people, one person has to log into the SQL Server first. Then he can create logins for all 27 people. Minimum one login should be there. Otherwise, if we don't add any logins here, it won't allow us to proceed. Guys, remember one thing, listen carefully. Here, at least one login you have to add to connect to your SQL Server. If you don't add one login, you cannot connect to the, even the server will be installed successfully, but you cannot connect to the SQL Server. That is the problem. So add one person at least. In the organization, how we are going to do, sir? We'll add SQL DBS and all. Click on add button. If you want to give access to the whole SQL DBS team, you will give access. You will add the SQL DBS team here. SQL DBS, like that, one name will be there. You will type that group name. You will click on check names. Then the whole team will be added. Not only you, the whole team can access the SQL Server instance that you have installed, guys. But at least for the first time, we don't have any groups and all, right? So that's why I'm adding myself for the first time. Later, I'll show you how to give access and all. Is it clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts in this section?
How many groups can we add, sir?
You can add multiple groups, sir. The correct answer you can get to know in the security concept.
Okay, sir.
Okay, the
Should
correct.
we add only admin, sir? Yeah.
Not like that. Not like that. You can add any person, but he should be available. Okay, admin is available, so that's why I'm able to add. I want to add, say for example, Srikanth. Srikanth user is not there. So if I click on Srikanth, if I go for check names, you will get the error name not found.
Sir, is there any chance to add application team, sir?
Of course, you can add it. Happily, you can add it. If you have application team name, you can go for add, give the team name, app team name. Okay, click on check names. If you give the proper name, correct name, you can happily add them here itself.
Okay, sir.
Or at least once you got the login, you can create login for the application team also later. Guys, this thing you can understand in the security concept. We have separate sessions on security, what is login, what is user, how to give access to any login on any database. Everything will be explained in that session, guys. Okay, fine. Is it clear?
Fine,
In
sir.
this screen,
Yeah,
remember
fine.
at least one person should be there to access the SQL Server. If not,
Okay.
then you cannot proceed, guys. Okay, go to data directories. This is the screen where you can distribute the data. Guys, we'll have different data in the SQL Server. Okay, we'll have databases. If you create a database, we'll get a data file and log file. Data files, log files, temp DB files, backup files. All if you want, you can store in a single drive, C drive, or any separate specific drive. Or I want to store data files in the E drive. I want to store log files in the F drive. I want to store temp DB files in the T drive. I want to store backup files in the X drive. You can usually will follow this method in the organization. We'll separate the things. will store data files in one drive, log files in another drive, TempDB files in one drive, backup files in one drive. As of now, we don't have those many drives. Agree? We have only one drive, that is C drive. So now at this stage, I'll store everything in my C drive only, guys. Agree, please? Later, we'll create multiple drives. Simply, I want to store in the E drive, right? If you have E drive, change it to E, that's it. If you want to store these files in the F drive, change it to F. If you want to store this backup files in the X drive, change it to X, that's it. There is no difference. Only thing is you have to change the path here, that's it, guys. You have to add remove the C drive, add the drive letter you have. Agree? Then your TempDB data files will be stored. TempDB you can see in this section. As of now, you can see only data files and log files and backup files. So
In
your
real time, we do like this only, sir.
in the real time, we'll do like this only. Okay, there is a separate drives for each file. We are going to store separate drive. We are going to store the files in separate drives by just specifying the drive letters here. That's it. Now we don't have E, F, and X. We'll get simply if you try to give these names and if you go to next, it will be failed. Okay, we have only C drive, so everything I'm installing in the C drive only. Just to understand the installation, I am going in a basic way. Once you have some clear idea, once you are comfortable, then I'll show you how to install SQL Server in the real-time setup properly. Okay, this is basic way of installing SQL Server. Guys, is it clear, everyone? Please, are we stuck somewhere or you're unable to?
Yes, sir.
No.
Fine, right? Chalo.
Yes, sir.
So
Fine.
these
Yes,
are the data directories. This is TempDB, guys. TempDB is very important. It's a crucial database. Okay, it is going to process the data for SQL Server. So TempDB also will have a TempDB data files, log files. Okay, so TempDB, what it will do, how many files? Okay, we have to add to TempDB. Everything will be discussed in the TempDB discussion. We have a separate class on system databases. What master will do, what model database will do, what MSDB will do, what TempDB will do. We have a separate class on that. As of now, forget about this screen. If you want to change TempDB files in a separate folder or drive, you can change it, guys. Okay, as of now, it will store in the C drive. File stream, if you want to store any video content data, video related data, you can use file stream option. As of now, we are not like Prime, G5, okay, Disney, Hotstar, Netflix. These are like video based sites. Video content will be there. So if you want to store the data video related, like large objects, LOB, these are the large objects, videos, photos and all. For that, you have to use file stream option. We don't usually use file stream option. In case customer is asking, we have to simply enable it. That's it. Okay, guys, is it clear? All these 4 tabs are clear, everyone? Right, chalo,
Yes,
that's
sir.
it. That's it. Nothing is there. You can go next. And finally, guys, it will prepare one query, guys, one command. It don't know what is GUI, but we don't know what is the command to install SQL Server. This installation center, whatever features you have selected till now, it will prepare a command. Okay, see here, whatever features we have selected. Okay, we have selected .NET Framework, PowerShell, of course it will be there. We have selected these features: database engine, replication, full text, client tools, connectivity, client tools. We gave the default instance MS SQL Server. Okay, and we gave the shared folder location. Done. And we gave the service account details. For agent, this is the service account. For database engine, this is the service account. Okay, and if you go down, you can see what are the service accounts, what are the language settings you can see here. And you can see the files, TempDB files, data files, log files, and who can access my SQL Server. We gave add current user, and you can see these are the service account for your full text service. So whatever details we have selected, it will prepare this installation center, will prepare a query or command, and it will keep it in one file called configuration file.ini. Why? Because Windows can understand only command, guys, but we don't know command, right? How to install SQL Server. So with the help of this setup, it will prepare a command. It will keep it inside this configuration file.ini. When I click on install button, okay, this file will be loaded inside your command prompt. And in this file, all these inputs are selected, right? It will install the SQL Server with the above inputs, guys. That's it. Done. Depends upon your server storage, depends upon your server RAM, depends upon your resources. If you have good RAM, sufficient RAM, installation will be completed in 10 minutes. Hardly. If the RAM is not good, if you have less RAM, like 2 GB, 1 GB RAM and all, it will take 15 to 20 minutes to complete the installation for the first time. Next time, it don't install shared features. It will install only specific features. First time, it will take little bit time. Next time, it will be completed quickly, guys. Is it clear, everyone? Installing SQL Server. Are we good
Yes,
now?
sir.
At least basic idea. I'm not asking you should be excellent. At least basic idea of installing SQL Server. What is what? Tomorrow your assignment is you have to install the SQL Server, guys. Let's see those who will install SQL Server. Okay.
Today or tomorrow, sir?
I mean, like by tomorrow, the SQL Server should be installed.
Yeah.
By tomorrow's class.
Sir,
Sir,
there is
using-
one question.
Yes, please go one by one.
Sir, I want to install on SQL Server 100 machines. So there are the same configuration.
Correct.
So how it's possible if you are run manually one by one? Yeah, some different way. If you are installation on one and automatically install to
That is
100
called
machine.
automation, sir. Okay, if that is your need, you have to go with the PowerShell scripts you have to prepare, and you can execute that batch scripts on all the 100 machines. The same instance, the default instance will be installed on all the 100 machines. If it is a named instance, of course, you have to give name for each instance. So 100 files you have to edit, 100 PowerShell scripts you have to write it, and then you have to execute those PowerShell scripts on each machine. Okay, you can call it, and by default it will call each script, and it is going to install it on your particular servers. Okay, that can be done using PowerShell, sir. Whatever your requirement is there, I want to install 100 SQL servers on 100 machines. Okay, you have to go for automation using PowerShell. Guys, how many instances I can install? I forgot to tell this point. How many instances I can install in a single machine, guys? 50 instances.
50, sir.
In this
Total
50,
50.
one is default instance,
Default,
49 are named
49.
instances, guys.
yes.
I have a quick question for all of you. I have installed the default instance. Later, I want to change that the same instance to named instance. Is it possible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the answer is no, it is not possible. If you install
No.
default instance, that is default only. If you install named instance, that is named only. You cannot convert default to named later, name it to default later. If you want named, again install one more named. That's it. Okay. You cannot convert default to named, name it to default, guys.
But can you change the named instance name, sir?
Good question. I'll tell you. Okay. Can we change the named instance name or not? I'll tell you.
Sir, one more I have a note, sir.
Yes.
Before installation, the configuration file is available. So the Windows, it reads that file and it will install, right?
Correct. So before
Sir,
installation
using
itself, yes, please.
please, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
continue.
using that configuration file,
Mhm.
can you install the
Yes, we can install.
in
Happily, we
same
can install.
machine?
Yes,
Same
we can
machine.
install. We can install.
One
Guys,
more instance.
yes, we can install. Guys, we can install SQL Server in 6 ways. One is GUI that we have discussed. Second one is command. Third one is INI based installation. This is also command only. That is called configuration file.ini. Config file.ini. Third one is, fourth one is slipstream installation. Fifth one is the sysprep installation. Sixth one is PowerShell, through PowerShell. Okay, in all these ways we can install. Sir, do we need to learn all these ways? No, not required. GUI, if you are good in GUI, that's fine. Okay, just in one way. Why? Because we always use GUI only in the organization, so you should be good in the GUI. No need to concentrate on all this. Sir, I am very much interested. I want to learn. Go to our YouTube channel. 4 or 5 years back, I used to teach on all these installation methods and all. 4 or 5 years back, I used to teach what is slipstream installation, what is sysprep installation. Okay, what is command way of installation, how to install the SQL Server using command. Everything we discussed. Okay, so go to our channel, guys. In the YouTube, go to our channel. Go to the channel. This is our channel, Sql DBA classes. Go to the video section, search, in the search button, type command way of installation, just command, install SQL Server using command, or simply type command. Okay, you will get all the videos with commands. Since my machine is slow today, right? Command. Uninstall SQL Server using command prompt. Patching SQL Server using command prompt. 2008 INI based installation. Install SQL Server 2008 using command prompt. SQL Server 2005 installation using command prompt. Okay, so installing SQL Server 2005 using command, guys. Okay, so version is same. Again, one more important point to you. We have discussed 2017, right? If you ask me, sir, how to install 2019, is there any difference, guys? How to install 2012? Is there any difference?
Same, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Very good. Only the versions are going to be different, guys. The process is same for all the versions. How you'll install 2005, in the same way you'll install 2008, in the same way you'll install 2008 R2, same way you'll install 2012, same way you'll install 2014, same way you'll install 2016, same way you'll install 2017, same way you'll install 2019, same way you'll install 2022. Okay, might be one or two screens, one or two options are different, but the structure, the skeleton is same, guys. Okay, I want to go for a INI based installation. Sir, I want to see how to install INI. Just type INI. Okay, you can see installing SQL Server 2005 using INI file. Okay, I want to install a, what is the slipstream I want to see, sir. Go to our channel, type just a slipstream. You can see here installing SQL Server 2012 using slipstream method. Okay, so I want to see what is sysprep. You can see here installation to sysprep installation, guys. Advanced slipstream, and again in the slipstream we have advanced slipstream, guys. 10 ways we can install SQL Server. Okay, this is sysprep method, right? PowerShell I did not discuss. PowerShell also same kind query only. Usually in the command prompt we'll write the query, will execute in the command prompt. The same query will execute in the PowerShell, guys. Small difference will be there. Small changes will be there to the command. Okay, if you are really interested, if you have some time to practice, if you have some time to explore the things, go and check these things, how to install the things and all. Okay, I just prepared these videos and you can make utilize of these videos, guys. Let me reconnect, guys. It is showing 1 minute. Let me reconnect. Once installation is done, we can disconnect, guys. If you have any work, you can disconnect, no issues. I want to show you the final screen, that's it. Okay, if you have time, you can connect again. If you don't have time, okay, of course, you can just connect and you can just keep it as it is. Let me reconnect again.